are you? Welcome back to Evolve Fitness on this beautiful April the 15th today. So it's feeling great outside. It's a beautiful day. So today I'm going to switch things up a little bit. Instead of being in the gym, we're going to do a workout outside. And instead of just a regular workout, today we're going to focus on stretching because we know how important it is for our bodies to stretch. And a lot of times I think people forget how important it is to stretch before and after your workout. And it's also a good thing to just go to a class like a yoga class and just really stretch that body out because we need to get some of those deep stretches in for the body because we know that stretching really helps to elongate the muscles. It keeps mobility going. It also helps prevent injury, which is a big thing that we need to make sure that we are taking care of, especially as we begin to get older. So today I'm gonna do what I always do. As I do the stretches, I will make sure to give you modifications to make the stretch a little bit easier, and I'll also give you an option if you want to intensify that stretch a little bit. It's gonna be solely up to you because, as I always say, this is your workout. These will be your stretches, so listen to your body and what feels more comfortable to you. So let's get ready, guys, for the stretch. It's going to be a 10 to 15 minute stretching class here, so I hope you enjoy it, and let's get to it. I know you're ready and I hope you're excited. I am. All right, guys, let's do it. Okay, we're going to begin with 3 nice big inhales here. Make sure you're following those hands. That head should follow that head as you lift up. Good. Exhale it out. One more here. Good. And blow it out. So, you're going to begin with that nice head tilt. So tilt that head to the side. Make sure you're putting that hand, or you can use that hand to tilt that head with a gentle pull on that neck. It should not feel you shouldn't feel any discomfort. And keep that shoulder down. Those shoulders should not be coming up to the ears. And just make sure as we're doing these stretches that you are continuously breathing. Don't hold your breath. Good. You should feel that nice gentle tilt on that head. Keep that shoulder down. And release. Good. Neck rolls. So make sure you do your neck rolls that we're only going around and then stop at the center and then back around to the other side. Nice and slow. All right, inhale those hands up, stop at the top. I want you to clasp those hands at the top, and it's like someone has a giant rope and they're pulling the top part of your body away from that bottom part. So you should feel a nice stretch in those shoulders and that torso and those abs, and then lean that body over to the side. Get that nice stretch in those obliques. Make sure you're not holding that breath once again. And back to center. And when you reach that center, I want you to exchange out those hands. So if you had your left hand on top, move that right hand on top. And then we're going over to the other side of the body and get that stretch. Back to center and bring those arms down. Okay, this time we're going to begin with that shoulder stretch here, and I want you to gently just put one arm out, and then the other arm is gently going to pull on that arm just so you can get a deeper stretch into that shoulder. So once again, you shouldn't feel any discomfort. If it is, just release that stretch. Same thing, other side, arm across that body. Use that other arm to intensify that stretch. And down. Okay, we're going to stretch out that tricep, so you're going to bring that arm back behind that head, so that elbow will be by the ear. And you're using your other arm to just gently pull back on that arm so you can feel that stretch in the back of on the back of that arm for that tricep. Good job. We're almost done with this side. And on to the other side. Same thing here. Bring that arm back behind that head. Gently pull on that arm so you can feel that stretch. And I'm just turning around so you can see how it looks from the back. And release. All right, we're going into our next stretch. So here we are going to do a chest opener. So you can use the wall if you need to here. And your stretch. So you're going to have that palm flat on that wall, and you're going to rotate and turn your body out in the opposite direction. So you're facing. So wherever the wall is, you want to be facing opposite from that wall. And you're going to get a nice, once again, stretch in that shoulder as well as in that chest here. If it feels like it's a little too uncomfortable, you can always rotate in just a little bit just to release that or take some of that tension off of that arm. And just make sure you're keeping up with that breathing. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on that other side. You're going to take that palm, place it flat on that wall here, and rotate that body away from that wall. And we just do a nice chest opener here in that chest, and you'll also feel it in that shoulder as well. And release that stretch here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a modification here. You can get a chair here, or if you don't have a chair, you don't want to use a chair, you can do what I'm doing. Hinge at the hip, keep a slight bend in those knees, stretch those arms out here, and we're going to also intensify that stretch here and those shoulders here. Or you can do like I'm doing. You can use a chair. You can use how I'm using the balcony beam here to stretch it out. So right now what I want you to do is just keep that head right in between those arms here and just feel that stretch in that body. And then now you see I'm bringing that head a little bit lower in between those arms to get a deeper stretch here once again in that shoulder, and you should feel some in that back. But if it feels like it's too intense when you take those shoulders below those arms, just put that head back up parallel to those shoulders. Okay, and we're rolling back up to the top. Good job. All right, for our next stretch here, we're gonna round that back. So we're gonna stretch that back out. Clasp those hands in front of you, round that back. So it's like you're taking that navel and sucking it in all the way to that back here. And I'm from the side so you can see, and stretch. And make sure you keep that back rounded. Good job. Release out of that, and then we're going to go back again and take those hands, clasp them behind that back and stretch. So once again, we're going to open that chest and those shoulders. So clasp those arms behind that back. I want you to take and stretch those arms out. Now you can stay here if this stretch feels good, or we can intensify this stretch a little bit more if you want to by once again hinging at the hip, slight bending in those knees, and then take those arms up as far as they can go. If you can stretch those arms towards that ceiling and get that nice good stretch here, elongate those muscles. But once again, if this feels too intense, then I want you to stand back up and just keep those arms clasped behind your back. All right, and slowly roll that body up one vertebrae at a time. Release those hands. Nice. All right, so now we're going to do a quad stretch, and this is that front part of that leg. So if you need to hold on to the chair, if you need to hold on to the wall here, you choose whichever feels more comfortable to you. You're going to take that foot, clasp it behind that back. You're trying to get that foot as close up to that booty as you can. Once you steady yourself, you feel comfortable, you can take that arm off of that chair, that wall. If you need it, perfectly fine. But if you can, just take that arm, stretch it out, pick a place on the wall, on the floor. Keep that gaze there to help your balance, and you want to make sure that you're keeping your knees close together or in line as much as you can here, and hold that stretch. So we're stretching out that front of that leg here. Good job. We're going to switch to that other side. So get your bearings. Grab a hold of that chair beam once again. Grab hold of that wall. If you feel that you can do it without that wall, perfectly fine. Pick a focal point, something that you can focus on, and keeping those eyes steady at that one spot, and hold this stretch. Keep those knees in alignment. Try to get that foot as close to that butt as you can, and hold. Good job here. We're almost done with this one. And release. Good job. You guys should be feeling good. So we're getting ready to go into that next stretch here. We're going to do what we call a baby lunge. So all you're going to do is take one foot out to the side. So one knee stays bent 90 degrees. That other leg stays straight. So you're not taking it all the way out, extending that leg all the way out to the side. It's just a baby lunge. So you can keep those hands on those thighs there, on that thigh. Or if you want to intensify that stretch, you can take those hands down to the floor and hold this stretch. Good job. Make sure you're breathing. Once again, if it feels like it's getting too intense, just bring those hands back up to those thighs and hold. All right, we're going to transition, same thing to the other side here. Hands on those thighs if you need it. Or if you want a deeper stretch, you can take those hands, place them on the floor, and hold. And great job, guys. Let's come out of that once again, nice and slow. Roll up one vertebra at a time. You never want to move too quickly out of those stretches. And all we're going to do now is roll that body down and roll up nice and slow. Round that back every time you come up. Take that head back, nice and slow. Roll down. Round that back as you come up. Good. One more roll down, and then we're going to stay down here. And you're going to take those hands and place it into the inside of the thighs, and you're going to press those thighs apart like you're really doing an inner thigh stretch here. So hold. If you're not able to come down that far, or if it hurts, you could just take those hands. You don't have to stretch your legs apart, or you don't have to come down as far as I'm going, and come up a little bit. But if you can, intensify that stretch all the way down and place those elbows into those inside of those thighs and stretch. All right, we're going to transition here. We're going to place those hands on the floor and straighten out those legs, and we're going to hold that position here, stretching out those hamstrings. And hold it here. If you need a slight bend in those knees, that's perfectly fine. And slowly roll that body up. Good. If you watch my feet here, I'm going to heel toe my feet in. Good. Back to that standing position. So now we're going to cross one leg over the other leg, and I want you to slowly bend down again. So if you need to, at those thighs, at those knees, shins, toes all the way to the floor, and hold that stretch. So this can be a very intense stretch, and for me, my hamstrings are a little tight right now, so I'm not even going all the way down to the floor like I would normally do because I am really tight. But we are working once again the back of the leg, so hold that stretch. Make sure you continue to breathe, and as you breathe, really inhale. As you exhale, you should be able to get deeper into that stretch. And hold here. We're going to release out of that stretch here. Inhale up, exhale down, release that hand. We're going to take that other leg over the top of the other leg. Same thing as before. You need to be on those thighs, that as far as you can go, to those knees, shins, toes, all the way down to that floor. And you may be able to see that one side, you're more flexible on one side than you are on the other. That's fine. Sometimes you can be tighter on one side than the other side. It's all normal. Just listen to your body. Go as far as you can. You don't want to be to the point where it's pain. You just want to feel a stretch in that muscle. You shouldn't feel any pain here. Good job. We're almost done with that stretch. Just hold a little bit longer. All right, and release. Inhale up and exhale those arms down. Good job. All right, so now we're going to turn to that side. Well, I'm going to turn to the side. You can stay to the front, but I just want you to see what it looks like from the side here. You're going into a lunge. Make sure you're keeping those legs 90 degrees. And you see me, I'm going to just go all the way down. My torso is completely upright, and I'm just pushing that pelvis forward, holding that stretch here. Take those arms up if you choose to. That's only if you choose to. You can stay in that other position if you want. And we're just holding that stretch here. And for those legs. And hands come down to that floor. And you're coming into a runner's lunge. And once again, we're just doing another hip open. You should feel that in those hip flexors where you see me pointing that in the video. And hold that stretch here. What they call a runner's lunge. All right, now we're slowly going to begin to rotate over to the other side here, and we're going to do the same thing here. You're going to see me come up into that nice lunge here. Steady yourself. Make sure that torso, your body should be upright. So all you're doing is just coming right down to that position, 90 degrees. In those legs here, hold those arms up in the air if you choose here. Hold, feeling that nice stretch here in those legs. And then get ready. We're going to transition, putting those palms flat down on that floor. And we're going to straighten out that back leg, and it's going to lean forward a little bit to really open that hip flexor here. So you should feel that right in that leg that's extended back. You should feel a stretch right along that leg or in that hip. We're almost there. And we're going to just rotate that body, begin to rotate that body back to the front here. Nice and slow. You don't want to injure yourself. And then heel toe those feet in. Slowly roll up, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Good job. Now, for our last stretch here, I'm just going to show you just on the beam where your foot should be or how it should look on the wall here. So you want to just tilt that foot up to those toes. And the heel of that foot is on the will be on the wall here, or the ball of the foot, I'm sorry, and the heel will be on the floor. And once you have those toes and the ball of that foot on the wall, heel is on the floor, tilted in an upright position, I want you to lean into that stretch. So you're going to lean into the wall so you can begin to feel the stretch in your calf muscles, the back of that leg, and hold that stretch. All right, and switch here to the other side, same thing. You're going to put the ball of the foot and those toes on that wall. The heel will be on the floor, and you're going to lean into that wall until you feel that slight tension in the back of that calf muscle. Good job, guys. All right, so come back and face me. And now we're going to just do, for our last thing, we're going to do like a toe stretch. So what I want you to do is just lift those toes up off of the mat or off of the floor, and then place them back down, trying to make them as wide as you can on that mat. And then you're going to just keep lifting up those toes off the mat and then pressing them back down onto that mat, both feet at the same time, or you can alternate, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. If you need to hold on to something, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Just giving those toes a nice stretch and then placing them flat on the floor. Good job. Now give me some nice inhales here. And blow that breath out. We have completed this workout here, guys. Next month we're gonna do floor stretches. So this month we've done all standing stretches, and next month we're gonna take everything down to the floor. Good job. Inhale up and then blow out. Workout complete, guys. Good job.